Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick, and in today's video I'm going to show you a trade I took this morning and show you how it played out. Okay, so this is EU. We are here on H1 and I'll show you what I saw and why I took this trade, and I'll show you how it played out. It's still actually playing out now. Okay, so we know we've been on a downtrend and put a reversal here, and price is pushed up to the supply zone here based on this here and pulled down, came to this demand and pushed up, hit the supply here. I believe that was the previous day, hit the supply here, came down, beat this demand and tapped into the demand underneath it again and came up, and it's just been consolidated really, hasn't it? It's not going nowhere, it's just going sideways. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so price this morning has come up to this range here, which is supply, and it's consolidating. So what happened here, it put in a reversal pattern and I got into my trade to try to take it down. Okay, so let's switch down to M5 and see the trade setup. Okay, so my trade setup, as you know, price starts trending towards the zone I want. As you can see, it's been doing that. It taps into this supply zone. Okay, so this was from yesterday. It tapped in from this supply zone, so from this low to this high, this whole zone here, price could react to it. So it tapped into it once there, it pushed down, it tapped into it twice, and then it broke structure. As you can see, structure, we had the trending up. This low respected the previous one, this low respected the previous one, so we're trending up. It got to here, that structure was broken there, but it still pulled up. Then it broke it again, it broke that low, that pulls up, and it broke that low. So now you would expect price is trying to reverse to go down. So when price pushed up here, giving me my fake breakout, it came and broke this low, breaking structure. As price pulled back in here and broke underneath here again, let's just zoom in. So as price, so fake breakout, break structure, yeah, pulled back up, break structure again. So as price broke structure, broke this low here, yeah, it pulled back in this within the same candle here, and I got in here. Okay, my stop loss is just here. Okay, so roughly about, what's that, 12 pips. Let's see, so my stop loss, we're looking about, let's just round it up and call it 14 pips. Okay, so roughly about 14 pips. Okay, my entry was a bit early, my entry should have been here. Okay, but I got in a little bit early because I saw it broke structure and I got in early. Okay, so there. Now, as you can see, actually, so my TP now, if you wanted to do a one-to-one, would be based on this zone. So from here to here, that's about 12 pips. So my TP should be here. So as you can see, where we are now, price has not hit my TP and it's almost about to stop me out. And in fact, because it was almost about to stop me out, I cut the loss. Okay, so here's my trade history. Got in here, as I said, and price has pulled all the way up here and it's potentially going to stop me out. Maybe it stops me out, or maybe it breaks the zone within this video, and we'll see if I was right to cut that loss early or not. Okay, so I didn't like what I was seeing and I cut the loss. Instead of taking the full what do you say, 14 pips loss, I took a 9 pip loss instead. I cut the loss, and now, as I showed you, everything's right. It should be coming down. It's consolidating. We are in supply. It gave us a break in structure, so everything suggests this should be moving down. Okay, and if you look on USD Swiss, you can see this created equal highs here. Okay, so this is today's price action. Let me just throw this. This is today's price action. So created equal highs here, we've got equal highs here, so we would expect this to continue trending up and running these equal highs. So roughly around here is when I got into the euro move. So everything suggests that this should continue up and this should come, and euro should come down. Okay, so I cut the trade. Okay, why did I cut the trade? Because of this. Okay, so this was consolidating, it broke up, pulled back and broke up here, beating yesterday's high and pulled back in. So I expected to pull back in to this demand here and push up. It failed there. Okay, not only did it fail, it came and broke this low, breaking structure. So now I would expect it to pull up here and continue to push down. Okay, now why is it doing this? Why is the price action acting so erratic, not doing what I expect? And the only reason I can conclude is because there's news due in about an hour or so. So price is taking that into account and really just consolidating. Okay, so when I saw this, and yeah, see, there you go, stop that. When I saw that price was just manipulating, it was just messing around, it's not moving in the direction I wanted it to go. And when I took into account the fundamentals, which was the news catalyst, which was due to be released, which has not been released yet, I just realized that it was better for me to cut this loss and wait for a better entry signal. Okay, so I took this loss today. I was fully aware of what's going on and I took the loss, and that's it. It is a part of the process, it's a part of the game. Winning trades is great, losing trades it feels terrible. I understand, I fully understand. I had a comment, I had this brought up in the comment section, and this is what this video is about. So it's a part of the process, you need to accept it. I'm very new in trading, okay, so it's still something that I'm learning to accept. I'm only 1 year in, 1 year and a bit, okay, in trading, so it's still a process I'm learning to accept myself. But one losing day shouldn't destroy your week. Okay, so one losing day shouldn't destroy your week. So my point being is, if I was being headstrong, if I decided just to move my stop loss from here, I could have moved it all the way up to this high. Okay, and now I have a ridiculous stop loss. Okay, this is what I used to do back when I started. That would have been a 35 pip stop loss, and maybe it keeps me in the move, maybe it keeps me in the move long enough for the news to break and gets me out again. Yes, that's very possible. But if I'm wrong and the news is very bullish for euro, this high is going to be taken. Okay, and I've seen that a few times this week, so I said to myself, this isn't working out. I'm better off taking this 9 pip loss here and waiting for the next setup. It is a part of the process. You need to accept it. Take your losses, take your wins the same way you take your losses, and just continue trading. The key is to manage your loss. So whether it's cutting it early when you see price action is not just playing around, it's not behaving the way you expect it to, cutting your losses early, or waiting to see if you're going to get stopped out. So that's probably the best thing to do, especially if you lack the experience. Wait and get stopped out. Just take your trade, get stopped out. But the most important bits, the most crucial part or element of this is to control your risk, to manage your risk. When you take a loss, make sure it's something you are willing to accept. So whether that's 1% of the account, whether that's 0.5% of the account, whether it's 0.25% of the account, whatever you are willing to lose. Okay, so it doesn't even need to be a percentage. It could be like, okay, I don't want to lose more than $300 on this trade, and you base your entry or your risk on that. So you don't, if you're risking 10 pips, let's call it 10 pips, yeah, $300, we're not placing more than 3 standard lots in when we get in here. Okay, and our win is going to be whatever it is, whether you want to scalp it for a small win or you want to hold it for 1-to-1 to get your 1% back, or whatever it is, $300 back, whatever it may be. You need to learn to control your risk. Okay, risk management is crucial. It is something I struggle with, and it's something I'm working on currently. Okay, so I took the loss. I knew how much I was willing to lose. I took that loss, and I'm done for the day. Okay, I had one win, and this one loss, I'm done for the day, because I know tomorrow is gonna be another day, and I can start again and see the markets with fresh eyes, and I'm in a better emotional state to trade. Because this is the other thing, I don't talk a lot about, the psychological aspects of trading. There may be a big impact psychologically right now on when you took this loss. Okay, so revenge trading may creep in. Okay, I know I struggled with this in the past. So revenge trading is a real thing, and you don't know when it's gone. So you may think, okay, I'm gonna leave this trade alone, I'm gonna come back in an hour or two. But in an hour or two, you probably over leverage because of this loss. You over leverage trying to make back everything you lost. Okay, so you need to find a way to manage that, whether it's placing rules, not taking more than 3 trades a day, or you're basically taking your one loss and you're stepping away, or it's a percentage on your account. Whatever works for you, you need to figure it out from experience. Log in your results and seeing what's triggering you, and then put that as a rule. I know when I take a loss like this, I go on to lose more. When I lose 2% in a day, I go on to lose 5% if I don't stop. So therefore, when I lose 2% in a day, I'm calling it quits. And that's what I'm doing today. I've lost 1%. Well, I'm break even for the day. I'm calling it quits. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully this answers your question, and hopefully this is useful to everyone else. And if it has been, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, support the channel, and I keep getting these videos out to you. If you have any other suggestions or anything you want me to discuss, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to do a video about it as soon as I can. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.